A heated day in court as former cellmates of an Aurora dentist accused of fatally poisoning his wife take the witness stand, saying James Craig wanted one of them to find someone to kill the lead investigator on the case and that there was a blank check involved in that request.
Denver 7's Colette Bordelon is covering this case. Colette, one of those cellmates, had a lot of things to say, including that he didn't like James Craig.
That witness and inmate Nathaniel Harris took the stand today in handcuffs, testifying that James Craig used to follow him around like a puppy when they were both in jail together near the end of 2024. He says it was on those walks when James Craig allegedly told him that the detective on his case was lying about evidence and was out to get him. Angela Craig, she was 43 years old when she died from cyanide and an ingredient found in eye drops. Her husband's defense team, they're trying to argue she was suicidal at the time of her death. Part of the testimony from the inmate on the stand today was that James Craig gave him a letter while they were in jail. A sergeant who found that letter says it offered money to people to pose as witnesses in this trial in order to try and discredit the lead detective, specifically, quote, the worst, dirtiest detective in the world. How exactly the jury took this testimony from an inmate is really anyone's guess.
Anytime you have an inmate testifying for the prosecution, it's kind of a double-edged sword because they're very close to the defendant. They are proximal to that person and receiving information from that person on the one hand. On the other hand, they have an incentive perhaps to fabricate. They have an incentive to improve their legal position.
Also on the stand today, two women who say they met James Craig through a website called Seeking.com. Basically, it sets up arrangements between different people. Now, both of those women testifying that James Craig would shower them with compliments, buy them things, going as far as to buy one of their children a car. One of those women also testifying that James Craig allegedly told her he knew how to get away with murder, and it would be by injecting someone with a substance. Now, prosecutors, they've called more than 40 witnesses so far in this case. Their argument picks back up first thing tomorrow morning, and I'll be here. We're live in Arapahoe County. Colette Bordelon, Denver 7.
It'll be interesting to see if the defense responds or how they respond to these allegations. Colette, thank you. And you can catch up on Denver 7's coverage of the trial so far. Just scan that QR code on your screen or look for this story on denver7.com.